Caffeine, the world most popular supplement or even a drug, the most people are using it. What are the benefits and negative effects of caffeine? In today's video, I'm gonna show you the benefits, the negative, my own experience and my own view on the caffeine. So let's go straight to the video. What is caffeine? Caffeine is product of this beautiful plant, as you can see here. Here are the little coffee grains, and basically if people are picking it, then you need to dry it, then you need to blend it, and that's what your coffee, that granules in your coffee, so that's basically caffeine. Where we can find caffeine, as I said, we can find caffeine almost everywhere, in coffee, in energy drinks, in coffee tablets, even in chocolate, and also you can find it in gummies and sweets. Like literally little bit of amount of caffeine is everywhere, literally everywhere. For example, your favorite cup of coffee contains around 90 to 100 milligrams of caffeine. One espresso contains 65 milligrams of caffeine, and one energy drink, for example Monster, half a liter of Monster contains 150 milligrams of caffeine. The safe recommendation usage by a lot of researchers and experts is from 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day. But this depends on your age, if you are male or female, depends on your weight, everything, because 400 milligrams of caffeine for 40 years old, 150 kg man, it's a little bit different than to 17 years old, 60 kg women or girl, so there's a little bit big difference. And how does the caffeine works? Basically the caffeine is like molecule structure, and it has same molecule structure as adenosine in your brain. Basically what it means, if you are drinking caffeine, it will go straight to your brain, and the caffeine is blocking the receptor of adenosine. Adenosine is the receptor which is making you feel tired, you want to sleep, and the caffeine is blocking these receptors. So it means if you drink the one coffee or two or three, so it means if you get some caffeine in your body, the caffeine will go straight to the receptor of the adenosine, and it will block the receptors of the adenosine, and it's why you don't feel tired. It will block the receptors of adenosine, and this is basically how caffeine works, very simply said. So yeah, but there is one main problem. You can drink one coffee and you will feel super energized, super hyped, super everything will be super, but after the time your body will produce more and more these adenosine receptors, and you will need more and more caffeine to block the adenosine receptors, and this is like a cycle with no end. You will, from one coffee you will feel energized, then after it from two, then 3 coffees, 4 coffees, and even you will drink 5 coffees and you will still feel tired, because your body produces so much adenosine receptors, because you are all the time blocking them with the caffeine, and this is non-ending cycles in your brain. But don't talk so bad about the caffeine. Caffeine is also the good thing. So right now let's talk about the benefits of caffeine. The first benefit of caffeine is caffeine can improve your condition and your mental power. Basically it means, as I said, if you drink the one coffee, it will block the adenosine receptors, and basically you will feel more energized, you won't feel as tired, you will be much more focused, which is also a very good thing if you are a student like me, because also from my own experience, if I had so much to learn and for example I will have, I don't know, one energy drink, or also using the caffeine tablets which are here. Basically there are tablets with 100 milligrams of caffeine, some have 16, some 80, you can find whatever type of caffeine tablets. But basically if you are taking this, you will feel more energized, more focused, and you will also have the bigger dopamine level, which is like another benefit of caffeine. So yeah, it can help you to improve. It's so good thing, or when you need to like be focused for studying, or need to do something for job, or basically when you need to have like a mental strength and you need to be focused, have energy, and the drive. So it's a very good thing where caffeine can help you. Second benefit of caffeine, which I a little bit mentioned previously, is caffeine is increasing your dopamine level in your brain. What is dopamine? Dopamine is basically the receptor which you are feeling, the motivated, the hype, that you feel like happy, and that's basically the receptor. So yeah, but your body will used to it. For example, 100 milligrams of caffeine you take, you felt awesome, But after a week, you will need to take 150 milligrams, 200 milligrams to to feel that hype, to feel that dopamine, and feel everything like this. Third thing, caffeine can improve your power output, especially if you are like bodybuilder, if you are athlete, if you are whatever type of, if you whatever sport you are doing, cycling, running, weightlifting, whatever you are doing, it can improve. In a lot of studies I saw from 300 to 500 milligrams is like the optimal amount of caffeine to increase your strength, your focus, and everything like this, and your performance and whatever type of sport you are doing. So it's another good thing. If you're bodybuilding or going to the gym like me, you know all the pre-workouts which have around 300 or 250 milligrams of caffeine per one scoop, so it's also like good thing to improve, because it's another good thing. If you are feeling tired, if you didn't sleep well that night and you are tired and you had to go to the gym and put all you have in yourself, it's like good, to take like the one scoop of pre-workout, throw it in your cell, you will feel energized, fucking tired, destroy the gym. So yeah, this is like another benefit of caffeine. And fourth benefit of caffeine is caffeine can help you burn fat, because also caffeine is thermogenic, which basically means caffeine increase the heat production in your body, also your heart rate. It means you will be more sweaty, you will have bigger pulse of your heart, you will have higher blood pressure. These are good things, but for some people can be dangerous, so use it wisely, that caffeine. So yep, and also this is why a lot of fat burners also contains a little bit of caffeine, because it helps you to burn fat. So that's those four benefits. But right now let's talk about some negatives of caffeine. Alright, the first and the biggest negative of caffeine is like you will get addicted to it and you will need more and more and more. It's basically like with drugs. As I said, you for first time, if you are taking caffeine for the first time, you will take like one coffee and you will jump through the roof, you will be full of energy, everything, but you will be consuming the one coffee for a week, for 2 weeks, and then you will feel less and less and less energy, and then you will take 2 coffees, you will feel awesome, fucking energized, and then after 3 weeks it will be less energy, and then you'll take 3 coffees for, and this is non-ending cycles, as I said. It's like one big negative side of caffeine. Second negative of caffeine is if you stop consuming the caffeine, you will feel so tired. This is like why so many people are addicted to the caffeine and they basically can't stop consuming the coffee or energy drinks or even the caffeine tablets or pre-workouts. It was also I was also the victim of this, because at the summer 2022 I just bought my first pre-workout. First time I took like 1 scoop. I was like, oh my god. Not first time I take like half a scoop, which was like 130 milligrams of caffeine and some betaline, citrulline, and all the things which are pre-workout. And I was like, ugh! I don't know what to do with myself. Literally, I was like jumping, all my body was itchy. I was like, I don't know, I was flying. I don't know, I felt unbeatable. Just then I did it second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, and it was like okay. Then I took a full scoop, which was like 250 milligrams of caffeine, I would say. Then I was like, explosion, total amount of energy, everything. I was eating the plates, throwing the plates through the gym, I was jumping, everything, bro. And then 1 week, 2 week, it was like I took it and it was like okay, I feel something, but it was like and then I took 1.5 scoop, and then I realized after like 1.5 months I was like okay. After 1.5 months I forgot the pre-workout at home and I went to the gym and I was like okay, what now? What I will do right now? I don't have pre-workout and I literally get addicted to it. At that workout I felt so tired, I felt so weak, everything. It was one of the worst workout, and then I went home and realized this is literally addiction. This is nothing else than addiction to caffeine. And it was the time when I said to myself I had to stop doing this, or just doing if it is so necessary. So basically that's the second negative of caffeine, and my tip for you right here is like, if you are, I don't know, consuming pre-workouts, caffeine, energy drinks, whatever, just try to decrease the amount of caffeine which you are consuming per day, because if you don't get the caffeine, you feel tired, because literally, I'm talking to you. Can you imagine one day with 0 milligram of caffeine? Literally zero. No coffee, no energy drink, no pre-workout, nothing. Can you imagine one day without it? I think so. So that's another thing. Try to minimize the amount of caffeine which you are consuming, or like me, I'm literally not taking caffeine at all. I'm taking 0 milligrams. Sometimes, yes, I have the day where I sleep bad and I have to go to the gym. Then I like, okay, I will take pre-workout, but it's like one per month, I would say, or I'm not consuming energy drinks, nothing, because your body will use to it and you won't have the natural amount of energy which you are having. So, you will wake up, and if you won't take coffee, you will be fucked up without it, because your body will need caffeine. So that's the second negative of caffeine. And the third one is it will destroy your sleep, guys. I also was victim of this, basically because if you consume the caffeine, it will stay in your body for around from 8 to 10 hours. It's like the total elimination time. Let's say at 3 p.m. you take 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's 8 or 9 p.m. and you still have 100 milligrams of caffeine in your body, and especially in your head, which is blocking the adenosine receptors, and which is why you can't sleep and you can't relax, because it's blocking the receptors in your head. So you can't sleep, you can't relax. That's it. Try to not consume caffeine. I'm personally not consuming caffeine after 2 p.m. It really depends when you go to the sleep, but the best, if you are like 8 hours before bed, try to don't consume any caffeine at all. If you literally need to consume the caffeine, consume it till 8 hours before your sleep, in the morning or at the lunch or something like this, but try to don't consume it, because that's why a lot of people like can't sleep, and they're going to doctors, they're prescribing them a lot of tablets for sleeping, and literally you ask them and they will say, oh yes, but I'm having 6 coffees a day, and the last one I'm having like 3 hours before I go to the bed, and that's the reason. So that was the third and the last negative of caffeine. Okay, overall, my opinion on caffeine and this. My opinion on caffeine. Caffeine is a really good supplement, but you need to use it wisely. You need to know when to use it, when to not use it. As I said, try to use it only when it's necessary, literally necessary. I know sometimes you will sleep like 5-6 hours, 4 hours per night. This like day, yes, you can consume the caffeine, but not like literally every day. You slept well, everything, and like at the morning, like 99% of people right here, energy drink, coffee, or even the pre-workouts every fucking day. Like, try to not consume it at all. Try to use it only when necessary, but in general, it's a really good supplement, but use it wisely. Okay guys, it's gonna be all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something. I'm gonna do also more videos like this, so stay tuned, and if you're not to the channel, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and see you in next one. Peace.